Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we unravel the intricate power struggles, intense family drama, and high-stakes decisions rocking Forrester Creations. Strap in for a deeper dive into the lives, choices, and alliances shaping this iconic fashion empire. Hope and Carter's bold takeover, a new era, or the beginning of chaos? Hope Logan and Carter Walton have officially taken the reins of Forrester Creations, ushering in a new chapter for the prestigious fashion house. Their announcement was met with mixed reactions, and the challenges they face are nothing short of monumental. As Hope strives to modernize the company's image with fresh ideas and a youthful vision, Carter aims to reinforce the business's structural integrity with his sharp legal mind. However, leading a legacy company like Forrester Creations is no small feat, especially when the shadows of its founders loom large. To establish their authority, Hope and Carter held meetings with key stakeholders, presenting their plans for the company's future. Yet, beneath the polished speeches and confident smiles, cracks are beginning to show. Longtime employees are skeptical, questioning whether the duo truly understands the essence of what makes Forrester Creations a household name. The loyalty of staff members remains precarious, particularly as many of them feel a strong allegiance to the Forrester family. Adding fuel to the fire, Carter's decision not to terminate Steffi Forrester or Ridge Forrester outright has left some employees wondering whether he lacks the resolve to lead decisively. Hope, on the other hand, has been walking a fine line between asserting her dominance and respecting the legacy of her predecessors. With every decision they make, the stakes rise higher. Will this new leadership team guide the company to new heights, or will internal resistance bring their ambitious plans crashing down? Brooke Logan, a mother's dilemma and a family torn apart. Caught in the eye of the storm is Brooke Logan, whose loyalties are being tested like never before. On one side is her daughter, Hope, whose success Brooke has always championed. On the other is Ridge Forrester, her soulmate and the father of her daughter-in-law. The battle between Hope and Ridge has forced Brooke into an impossible position, leaving her torn between family, love, and personal ethics. Brooke's decision carries profound implications. Supporting Hope means endorsing the hostile takeover, a move that would alienate Ridge and possibly fracture their already strained relationship. On the flip side, aligning with Ridge could be seen as a betrayal of her daughter's aspirations, potentially jeopardizing their bond. Adding complexity to her decision is Ridge's unrelenting determination to fight Hope and Carter at every turn. He's made it abundantly clear that he views this takeover as a personal affront to his family's legacy, and Brooke knows that siding with him could mean going against everything Hope has worked for. For Brooke, this is not just a business matter, it's a battle for the soul of her family, and the repercussions of her choice could ripple for years to come. The Forrester family's fight, unity amidst adversity. Ridge, Steffi, and Eric Forrester are not ones to back down from a fight, especially when it comes to protecting their family's legacy. The hostile takeover may have been legally sound, but the emotional toll it has taken on the Forresters is immeasurable. Determined to reclaim what they see as rightfully theirs, the trio is exploring every avenue to challenge Hope and Carter's control. Their first move? A full-scale legal review of the takeover orchestrated by Justin Barber. While Justin has assured them of its legality, Rich suspects there may be loopholes to exploit. The Forresters have already begun assembling a top-tier legal team, hoping to uncover any missteps in the acquisition process. However, legal battles are only part of their strategy. Eric, the patriarch of the family, has taken on the role of rallying Forrester Creations' loyal buyers. In a series of private calls, he has appealed to their sense of tradition, urging them to stand by the original Forrester leadership. Forrester Creations isn't just a company, Eric reportedly told one buyer. It's a legacy, and that legacy deserves your loyalty. Meanwhile, Steffi and Ridge are considering bold, disruptive actions to challenge Hope and Carter's authority. One option on the table is a dramatic walkout, which would see loyal employees leaving en masse in protest. Such a move could destabilize the company and force Hope and Carter to rethink their leadership strategy. But would such drastic measures win back control, or would they further alienate key stakeholders? Zende Forrester, a bridge or a betrayer? Zende Forrester finds himself in an unenviable position, torn between his loyalty to the Forrester family and his career ambitions. Early spoilers suggested he might resign in solidarity with Ridge, Steffi, and Eric, but so far, Zende has chosen to stay. This decision has left him at odds with some family members, who feel his continued presence at Forrester Creations legitimizes Hope and Carter's leadership. Despite the tension, Zende has been approached by both sides to act as a mediator. Hope and Carter see him as a valuable asset, someone who can help bridge the gap between the old and new leadership. On the other hand, the Forresters view him as a potential ally who could provide inside information about the new regime's plans. Zende's choice will have significant consequences. If he stays and aligns himself with Hope and Carter, he could help stabilize the company and foster a sense of unity. But if he chooses to walk out in solidarity with his family, it could trigger a chain reaction, leading to further unrest among employees. Either way, Zende's decision is a ticking time bomb, and the fallout will be felt across Forrester Creations. What's next for Forrester Creations? As the dust settles on the initial takeover, the questions looming over Forrester Creations remain as urgent as ever. Can Hope and Carter win over the employees and stakeholders who remain loyal to the Forrester family? Will the Forresters' legal and strategic countermeasures succeed in toppling the new leadership? How will Brooke's decision impact the fragile dynamics within the family? Will Zende's choice tip the scales in this bitter power struggle? This is just the beginning of a saga filled with betrayal, ambition, and unwavering loyalty. Stay tuned as the drama continues to unfold, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you rooting for the bold new leadership of Hope and Carter, or do you stand with the fiercely determined Forrester family? At Brooke's home, emotions run high as she and Ridge face the fallout of the Forrester Creations takeover. Brooke, clearly distressed, looks at Ridge with pleading eyes. "This has been horrible, Ridge. Carter stole your company, and I understand you're hurting, but attacking my daughter isn't the answer." Her voice trembles as she tries to balance her role as a mother and a partner. Ridge, however, is unmoved. His anger is barely contained as he fires back, "None of this would have happened if it weren't for Hope." His words are sharp, his tone accusing. Ridge's trust in Carter Walton, a man who was like family to him, is shattered. Carter was a great employee for years, loyal, dependable. And then he fell for Hope. "He betrayed us because of your daughter, Brooke. You've got to see that." Brooke struggles to respond, torn between defending her daughter and acknowledging Ridge's pain. "You can't put all of this on Hope," she says softly, but Ridge isn't ready to listen. His grief over the loss of Forrester Creations is too fresh, his anger too raw. This conflict between Brooke and Ridge is not just about business, it's about loyalty, trust, and the delicate balance of their marriage. The question remains, can their relationship survive the storm, or will this betrayal drive them further apart? A new era at Forrester Creations, Hope and Carter's triumph. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, Hope Logan and Carter Walton are basking in their victory. In the sleek executive office, Hope playfully pulls out the CEO chair, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "It's all yours," she says with a grin, gesturing for Carter to take his place at the helm of the company. Carter approaches the chair slowly, his expression a mix of pride and disbelief. Sitting down, he lets out a breath and shakes his head. "I mean it, Hope," he says, his voice full of gratitude. "I couldn't have done this without you. You were right, we're changing things, for the better. Together." Hope smiles, her confidence radiating. Their partnership has brought them to this moment of triumph, but the challenges ahead are daunting. Carter reaches for her hand, pressing a kiss to it as if to seal their pact. This is more than just a professional alliance, it's a personal bond, one that has redefined the power dynamics at Forrester Creations. The moment is interrupted when Zende Forrester steps into the office, his brows furrowed in confusion. "Am I okay to come in?" he asks, hesitating at the door. Carter waves him in, and Zende's gaze sweeps across the room. The energy is unmistakably different. "I saw Justin Barber earlier," Zende remarks, his voice tinged with curiosity. "And Pam, well, Pam was being Pam. But seeing Hope here? I thought she was banned from the building." Hope, unbothered by the comment, leans back with a smirk. "Not anymore," she says. "You're looking at the new head of Forrester Creations." Zende's laugh is immediate and incredulous. "What are you talking about?" he asks, shaking his head. But Carter's calm demeanor quickly wipes the amusement from Zende's face. "I'm running things now," Carter says. "The papers are signed, Zende. It's a done deal." Zende stares at Carter, disbelief etched across his features. "Sure, Carter. You're treated like family, but there has to be a Forrester in charge," he says, his tone skeptical. But Carter's confidence is unshaken. "Not anymore," he replies firmly. The weight of his words sinks in, leaving Zende to grapple with the seismic shift in the company's leadership. Unexpected connections: Will, Elektra, and Remy. Elsewhere in Los Angeles, seemingly unrelated lives intersect in intriguing ways. In a vibrant salon, Will, Elektra, and Remy find themselves at the center of an amusing yet revealing encounter. Will, spotting Remy with a pizza box, raises an eyebrow. "What are you doing here?" he asks, his tone tinged with suspicion. Elektra, equally puzzled, adds, "I didn't order a pizza." Remy, ever the charmer, shrugs and grins. "My treat," he says casually, handing the box to Elektra. Her surprise quickly turns to delight as she gushes, "That's so sweet." Will, however, remains skeptical. "Cool," he says, eyeing Remy warily. "But I hope you didn't waste your whole lunch hour doing this." He pauses, the coincidence of Remy's arrival tugging at his curiosity. "It's kind of strange, don't you think? You just happened to end up down the street from Elektra?" Remy brushes off the comment with a chuckle. "Small world, right?" he says. But the conversation takes an unexpected turn when Remy mentions Hope Logan. "Deacon's daughter, right?" "She's Will's cousin?" he asks, seemingly offhand. Will rolls his eyes, his tone dripping with sarcasm. "Yeah, that's how cousins usually work, our mothers are sisters." The comment draws a laugh, but the mention of Hope Logan adds a layer of intrigue to the seemingly light-hearted exchange. Is this connection more than a coincidence, or just a reminder of how intertwined their lives truly are? In Brooke's living room, tension fills the air as Ridge unleashes his frustration, pacing back and forth. His voice is tinged with anger and disbelief as he accuses, "Your daughter gets into people's heads, Brooke. Look at Thomas, he's going to be in therapy for the rest of his life, because of her. And now Carter? He's on the same path." Brooke stares at him, aghast. "What are you talking about?" she demands, her tone incredulous. Ridge narrows his eyes. "She manipulates people, Brooke. She gets guys to follow her around like lost puppies, doing whatever she wants. Carter's just another victim." Brooke's shock turns to fury as she steps forward, her voice rising. "They fell in love, Ridge. That's not manipulation. I know you're in shock, but what's more shocking is that you can stand here and call Hope a bitch." Her words hang in the air, charged with emotion. "I will not tolerate you talking about my daughter that way." Ridge stops pacing but doesn't back down, his face a mixture of hurt and frustration. This confrontation lays bare the cracks in their relationship, exposing just how deeply the events at Forrester Creations have shaken their trust and mutual respect. Can Brooke and Ridge find a way to reconcile, or is this the breaking point for their marriage? Will, Remy, and Electra, tensions in the salon. Across town in a bustling salon, another drama is playing out. Will, visibly uncomfortable, turns to Remy and says, "We should probably get back to work." His tone is firm, but there's an undercurrent of unease. Remy, sensing the tension, raises an eyebrow. "Is it a problem if Electra and I see each other? We're old friends." Will's response is curt. "I just meant this is a place of business. There's no reason to linger. I think it might be best if you get going." He gestures toward the door, his tone light but insistent. "I'm sure Il Giardino has plenty of orders. Don't keep them waiting, right?" Remy's face darkens, but he doesn't argue. Instead, he leaves with a lingering glance at Electra. Later, alone at his laptop, Remy stares at a photo of Electra in a nightgown. His expression twists with anger as he mutters under his breath, "LA isn't good for you." His words suggest a darker intent, hinting that his interest in Electra may not be as innocent as it seems. What secrets is Remy hiding, and how will they impact those around him? Zende confronts Hope and Carter, the aftermath of the takeover. Back at Forrester Creations, the fallout from the hostile takeover continues to ripple through the company. Zende, visibly shocked, glares at Carter and Hope. "You stole Forrester?" he exclaims, disbelief etched across his face. Hope steps forward, her tone defensive but resolute. "We didn't want it to come to this, Zende. But Steffi fired me. She cut my line. What was I supposed to do?" Zende shakes his head, his voice laced with frustration. "That was their call to make. They were running the company." Carter interjects, his tone calm but firm. "That's not how you run a company, Zende. This is about the family legacy, preserving it for future generations. I had to step in." Zende crosses his arms, skeptical. "By taking over the company behind their backs? That's your idea of preserving a legacy?" Ignoring the accusation, Carter pivots to his plans for the future. "My first order of business is to reinstate Hope's line," he announces, his tone brooking no argument. He turns to Hope, nodding in her direction. "It's what's best for the company." Hope, seizing the moment, adds, "Zende, I'd love for you to stay on as my lead designer. Your talent is unmatched, and we need you now more than ever." Zende hesitates, his mind racing. The weight of his family's legacy, his loyalty to Ridge and Steffi, and the shocking reality of Carter and Hope's actions leave him torn. Will he stay and adapt to the new leadership, or will he walk away in solidarity with his family? As the dust settles on the initial takeover, the true stakes begin to emerge. At the heart of the chaos are deeply personal battles, Ridge and Brooke's strained marriage, Zende's moral dilemma, and the mysterious intentions of characters like Remy. Each storyline adds another layer to the drama, revealing how interconnected the lives of these characters truly are. Key questions. Can Brooke and Ridge find a way to repair their relationship, or will Ridge's bitterness over the takeover drive them apart for good? What are Remy's true intentions with Electra, and how will his actions affect those around him? Will Zende stay at Forrester Creations under Carter and Hope's leadership, or will he choose loyalty to Ridge and Steffi? How far are Carter and Hope willing to go to solidify their control over the company? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds and alliances shift in unexpected ways. Let us know in the comments, are you Team Hope and Carter, or are you standing by Ridge and Steffi? And what do you think of Remy's growing presence in the story? Let's hear your thoughts.